Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me first make sure that I am... Yep, my mic appears to be working. Hello. Welcome back into the streams. It's been about a week since I did my last stream. Had tax stuff I had to take care of, which took a bit of time. And then, after that kind of got sorted out, I got the news that the model was done, which is what you see now. Super excited. I'm very, very happy with it. Had some issues when I was getting it set up, but I seem to have gotten most of it fixed. The eyes are still a little bit all over the place, but I think that's because of my webcam. Let's see. So, webcam, behave. Today, gonna be mostly doing main story quest stuff. We've already taken care of catching up our job class side quests. If you're interested in what all that was, we ran into Folquist again. Okay. No, it's all right. Thank you very much. What was I saying? We ran into Folquist. He was being a pain in the butt again. So we were in a match with him to fight a giant boar, which was pretty much beating him. And we've essentially had to save him. And then after that, we had to go out and hunt a giant... I believe the ones that we were fighting were grenades. But they're the bomb enemies in the game. You attack them, they get bigger, and eventually they'll explode. I do need to go back over limit breaks. Because I, over the weekend, found out that I had given a bit of misinformation. DPS limit breaks are separated into three different categories. I thought it was just the two. You have your melee DPS, which is single target, does damage to one thing, use it on a boss. You have your physical AoE, which are like your archers and your bards. If they use the limit break... Sorry. Give me just a moment. I've been trying to get over this cough for a while now. If a ranged AoE DPS uses the limit break 3, they do a column of AoE damage. It's like just a line. And if it is a magical AoE DPS, they use a big circle that just in that area is a lot of damage. Give me just a second. Okay, sorry about that. With that now fixed and out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to game view, which is going to look a little bit different. I changed some things around. We're now over in this corner. Why is it not picking up the game? There we go. Does it not pick up if I'm not on it? That's weird. Okay. So on Saturday, I spent some time running some content with a couple of other streamers, and I'm not sure if all of them are streamers. I know that 2 or 3 of them are definitely streamers, and we had a pretty decent time. They were going through content that we had already done here on this stream, so I didn't bother streaming it, and I'm not entirely sure how to set things up the way that the main streamer there had it set up. They had it set up to where their everybody else had their PNG off on the side, and they'd talk as we were talking, and I don't know how to set that up for multiple people. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I don't have all of their Twitch accounts here. I do have, if you go to Twitter, I've got all of the ones that we played with, and all the ones that were in the call, and all the ones that were wanting to be there but weren't able to be there. They're all in one of my recent tweets. So if you want to go and check out them, you can go and take a look there. So, into progress. So, the last time that we were streaming, we had finished off the first 3 dungeons, which are Sestasha, Tamtara Deepcroft, and the Copperbell Mines. After that, I did a lot of stuff off screen. I've leveled up, I believe, 2 or 3 levels, and planted myself here so that we could be ready to get started. So I've got to talk to Painted Mesa, and this is going to throw me into a level sync, which is 7 levels under what I am. And I think this is voiced. Nope. That guy we're gonna see quite a bit. Zoomed way in, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, I do not have all of my skills. I know that some part in here eventually starts to be voiced all the way through. Yeah, I really thought that this part was voiced. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't even realize that Ida was over there. She's right there. Ah, okay. I think I know where this is going now. Yeah. Okay, this is the point where we're about to be inducted into their little group, which is called the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I've just always called them the Scions, and I think at some point they do just end up calling themselves the Scions, but they have a technical name, or an official name, rather. You gotta go to the quicksand and talk to one of my favorite characters. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Okay. Okay, at this point... over there. Finish things over here with Momodi. This is... okay, Ida. I believe this is the healer of a group of adventurers that we've run into a couple of times in the past. And she does become fairly important as we move forward. Yep. Yep. Is that her? Yeah, I think that's her. And there's some things that we'll be going through with her and part of her group later. Yeah. And this is just her giving me information on, one, how to get there, who I need to talk to. to go this way. Probably would have been faster to go out that way since I don't have all of the aetheryte crystals, so I can't just warp there. Could also teleport to here. I think I'm gonna do that because it's just a little bit faster. By a little bit, I mean probably about 5 to 10 minutes. Wrong way, this way. Oh, excuse me. As you can see, I'm way over the level of most of these things here. I'm already past the level of being able to get our chocobo, but in order to get that, I've got to go through the story. So, yeah. At this point, our only real way to do any progress is through story. If you are interested in changing your the appearance of your armors and your weapons, you want to talk to this girl and get everything done through her. Now we talk to Tataru, one of my favorite NPCs. And they don't have her voiced yet. Dang it. Now, the antecedent is just their fancy word for the leader of this group. We will be calling her something completely different.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minpelia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
Sorry about that.
Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
So, she talked a lot about the primals, and I've mentioned the primals in the past as well. Give me a second. Something that is kind of explained away by what she was talking about, but not entirely. It's more of a gameplay mechanic than anything else. The Echo is also what is basically used to say that you did not die in a fight. Because of the Echo, you have pre-sight. So when you go into these dungeons and into these trials, now I got the hiccups. When you go into these and you see your character be knocked down, your entire party. That doesn't happen. You are just seeing a possibility that could have been, and as you lose more in the fights, you will get buffs from the Echo, and yeah, it makes the fights a little bit easier. Sometimes they're needed, especially if you're not interested in doing super tough content and learning it. There's a way to turn it off so that it just doesn't activate any buffs. You can do that if that's something that is actually important to you. But yeah, I think when you're just playing through it the first time and learning it all for the first time, it's important for you to be able to see what's happening so that you can learn from it. Once you've learned how to do everything, you can do all of the challenges you want. They have challenges that keep you at a specific item level. They have challenges that keep you at a certain level for your character. There's just a lot of things that you can do to make the game a little bit harder. And I apologize for any of the crunching. I was chewing on some pretzels, and I got one more to finish, so give me just a moment. And now she's talking about retainers. If you are planning on doing anything with crafting or gathering, get the retainers. Get both of them. If you plan on having this be like your secondary job, get the there's a mobile app. It will give you access to a third retainer. And then if you really don't have enough, you can go to the cash shop and you can get more retainers. With as much crafting and gathering as there is, you're definitely going to want as much inventory space as you can get. And the retainers are going to be essentially your go-to to do that. They've got, I believe, just as many inventory slots as you do, whereas your Chocobo saddle only has 2 or 3 pages. I think it's just 2. You're going to be so swamped with materials that you are going to want more inventory slots. I promise you. Because none of that's important to me right now, I'm going to skip the retainer stuff. I might go and make one just to show where you can do it and what the creation process looks like. It's just like when you create your main character. It's just that they do not have an option of class or anything like that. That's going to be dictated by what you give them. And if you're interested in the in-game economy, the market board, and stuff like that, this is roughly when that all really starts to open up for you. You need a retainer to sell things on the market, and you don't need them to buy anything off the market, just to sell. And this is a reference to Final Fantasy II. The rebels that came from a castle that was attacked in the beginning, their password was Wild Rose. Hello, Silly. How we doing? What do you think of the model? You are ill. Well, that's no good. Are you making sure that you drink lots of lemon lime sodas and eating your soups? But yeah, Wild Rose was the rebels in Final Fantasy II's password. Feeling better today? Slept most of the day yesterday? Well, that's good. Rest can also be very, very good when you're sick. I know at work we've got people who are just constantly getting sick because there's something going around and people aren't smart enough to stay away from work when they're sick. So they get everybody else infected, and then it's just a big issue. Hiring a retainer is not important to us right this second. What is the next part of this? Safeguard future of Eorzea. Yeah. I can understand that. Parents don't take the time to actually let their kids get better. It's like, oh, well, we could just send them to school. Then we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, no. I don't want to turn it. I just want to click.
I take it you will help us.
No.
Wonderful.
Okay, I will.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order.
Yeah, so
Tell
now
me,
she's gonna...
Does the name Charlian ring any bells?
We've heard about Charlia before. It's a town, and I can't remember whether it's still around or not. I think that there was something about the Calamity destroying it, but I might be misremembering.
It used to be one of Eorzea's city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
Yeah.
The Charlians were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them.
Yeah.
Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now.
-1.
The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
See, now they've got voices.
Welcome. I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
And there's everyone's favorite.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
And that is one of my favorite people in this entire game.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames.
Oh, okay. This might... I think this is going to lead into our first trial.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan
Yep.
registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
Yep.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Yeah, because of the crystals. Lots and lots of crystals going missing is always a sign that one of the primals is possibly about to be brought back.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
Crystals to have enough energy to summon the primal, and the people that are being taken are the sacrifices, essentially.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Which is stupid. Very stupid. You're going to put someone who has no clue about any of this in the leading role. Put the person who knows what they're doing in charge so they can teach. There's no reason for trial by fire like this. This is stupid.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Yeah. Which is why he should be the one leading the investigation.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
He has all of the connections. He knows people around here. They know that they can trust him. we're a nobody. The only reason people know us is because we've built up a little bit of a reputation. Not nearly as much as any of these guys. It is so stupid to put us in charge. But if they didn't, there wouldn't really be a game, now would there? And it does come in, like, later on that we end up being a lot better at all of this. Well, yeah, you are technically correct. So let's talk about this, because they don't do a good job about explaining this until much, much later. This is the staff of the leader that they were talking about in that last cutscene, who was taken from them. This is the staff of a mage known as Louis Soir. And we've talked about him a little bit. We've talked about, I believe, his grandchildren, which I believe they're going to come into play here pretty soon again. Yeah, crystal robbery. None of this is really important. It's just to explain to you the reason why the crystals and the people taken are signs. And it's more or less to get people to realize that you are part of the Scions now. And telling us where we need to go. Alright, Camp Drybones. I gotta remember where that's at. Go to West Thanland. Is that Central? No, because there's Blackbrush. And then Eastern. Okay. I know where we're going. Like I've said a couple of different times, the story that is brought out in A Realm Reborn is mostly just setup. It is, hey, you're a new adventurer, here's how your story begins. And that's pretty much all the important that happens. They teach you a little bit of the early game stuff, and that does expand into the expansions, but overall, you're not missing a lot if you just skip through the story. You're missing the introduction of specific people, and some of the things will not make quite as much sense if you go into the next expansion without knowing what's happening. But if you were going to skip any story of it, this is the one that I would suggest. Realm Reborn is not... It's not a lot of fun. I love that mount. I love that mount. I love being able to run around on a giant behemoth. It's so much fun. Is that down underneath, or is that up? Yeah, I guess that's fair too. The patch quests of A Realm Reborn are a lot more of a pain. It's more, hey, we've got problems, fix it for us. As opposed to actually having something fun to do. Is that down there? I don't think it's down there. That'd be it right over there. Okay. No, I don't want to level sync. Go away. And we'll be taking the time to stop and grab this aetheryte crystal. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is just the right way to go. Because our crystal's going to be right in that town up there. There's a lot of stuff in the patch quests that seem like they're going to be important, and then immediately turn around and are just a disappointment. Oh, that's not the town. I'm on top of the hill. Darn it! Yeah, I guess I could go ahead and talk about fall damage a little bit here. When you jump off of a high area, you are going to take fall damage, but it will never be enough to kill you. The only time that it'll kill you is if you have an enemy with a red name, or not a red name, but the red symbol next to them. These guys have blue. But if you're fighting them, and you turn and you run off and you jump, they get one more attack on you, which registers after you hit the ground. So you take your damage down to 1 HP, and then their damage comes in and knocks you out the rest of the way. Hey, Masana, how you doing? I was just talking about you at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I was talking about you and Morgana and Jay and Sarah and Gers. Talking about... Oh, they weren't there at the beginning, unfortunately. Okay, we're going this way. But yeah, I was just talking about how we all hung out on Sunday. Sorry to hear that. I hope that you start to feel better, Silly. My head drops is an adorable squish. Why, hello! Oh, come on. Sync up, sync up. There we go. I didn't want to work that time. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, a lot of the head movement gives a bit of a squish. If I look all the way over, my head squishes. If I look all the way the other way, my head, not as much, but still squishes. All the way up doesn't do much. All the way down is just squish. Well, Masana, you should play. You should get in there and stream and get yourself ready for the next dungeon. And you've got a lot of side quests that you should probably finish. If you want to. Because, yeah, you've got a lot of side quests that you picked up on Sunday that you could go and do. Yeah, let's go this way. Yoink. We get our very first glamour prism. Something that I'll end up not using. Yep. Yep. So, Masana, we've got Savannah, who is the moderator, and we've got Silly, who I call Kira. Masana is one of the ones that I played with on Sunday. She does streams as well. She's the two that I've seen her play are Final Fantasy XIV, and she's played Genshin Impact. But I think she was playing It Takes Two with somebody else. This is just them wanting me to do somewhat busy work. Just get up there and collect the bodies of some people, and then we're gonna go and bury them. Because they couldn't find anyone better to do this. All y'all out there with emotes. Next time? What about next time? Oh, you want to play next time? Yeah, because I'm about to... Oh, no. Yeah. 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Yeah, I'm about to stop streaming. If you want to go in and try and get everybody together for that second dungeon, I'd be willing to run that with you. We still need to get... stop. We still need to get Sarah. Gosh, dang it, I don't want that. Thank you. We still need to get Sarah caught up, because she didn't get in to play Sastasha with us. So, with that, we are going to go ahead and, well, no, I guess I'm not going to exit out of the game if there's a chance that we're going to jump in. What I am going to do is mute the audio. And I'm going to switch to the end of stream real quick. Hold on. There we go. So, we didn't get very far. We just did a couple of busybody things just to get a little bit further into the story and get ready to get to some of the big content that's coming. We met some people. We learned a few things on how things work. No more squish. It has a problem syncing up after that. There we go. But yeah, no. We're definitely into the parts that are going to start moving us along a little bit quicker. Once we get into trials... No, it's okay, Sav. Once we get into trials, pretty much every other main story quest is going to have us doing a new dungeon or a new trial. We've got 3 major trials to do before the end of the game, or the end of A Realm Reborn. We're already well past the halfway point. I mean, we're already towards level 30. Halfway through A Realm Reborn is 25. Yeah. So, thank you guys for jumping in with me. And Masana, I will be jumping into the group chat here in a little bit and see if any of you guys want to try and run that next set of dungeons. Everyone else, we'll see you later, and goodbye.